A lot of people say to me, how's the diet going? Because I've spent a lot of my time dieting. Because as you can see, I quite like my food. But when you talk about dieting, you know, it's not just what you eat. There's more to it than that. And that's what I want to talk about in today's video. Now, if you're watching for the first time, my name's James, and on this channel for the last couple of years, I've been talking about things that I think can hopefully give you a little bit of advice from the experience that I've had, and also a bit of optimism, I suppose, as you move forward in your life. And today is no different, because what I'm going to try and do today is talk about the diet, and not just the food diet, the diet that we feed ourselves in every way, if you like. Think about the TV. What do you watch? For many of us, we have a normal routine where you sit in front of the telly, you come home and have something to eat, sit down and watch the telly, and sometimes, you know, whatever's on. But Debs calls it rubbish TV, where she just wants to veg out and just go and watch anything that's on. But I'm not like that. I don't like the telly that much. And so what I do watch has to be something that I want to see. I don't watch political programs because the political thing isn't my bag. I don't watch the news because I can be miserable enough with what just normally goes on around me without hearing what they're force feeding us on the news every night. I like things that uplift me, to be honest with you. For me, I am one of those, I like nostalgia, there's no doubt about that. And I love watching films from way back when. I love the musicals. Do you know that big era of musicals where you'd have Gene Kelly, Fred Astaire and all that sort of, like, I love them. And I'm very lucky because Debs does too. But I was brought up, me and my mum used to watch them when I was a boy. So I'm very nostalgic in that way. But in that way as well, I love that feel-good thing about it. I love TV that makes me laugh. So I like comedies. I don't take to things that are dark in mood. Do you know what I mean? They don't do anything for me. I don't find it entertainment. I watch the TV if I'm going to watch it for entertainment. If I want to watch something educational, very often these days, YouTube is my thing, because I'll go there and find out what I want. I do love documentaries. So does Debs. But well, I don't mind myself, but Debs loves murder documentaries. So I do wonder what if she's doing it as a learning lesson for later on in our lives. But no, talking seriously, the telly and movies and YouTube and all those sorts of things. What are you watching? What sort of thing are you feeding yourself? The news on TV, I haven't watched that for years. I remember when I was growing up, my dad used to be religiously in front of the telly whenever the news was on. But these days you can watch the news 24 hours of a day. And to be honest, it seems to me, and it did a while back, which is why I stopped watching it, that the news wasn't any longer the news. It wasn't the facts. We were getting opinions. And I don't kind of like that on news programs. I just, if you're going to watch it, I want the facts of what is actually happening, without all of the politicalness of it, I suppose. I'm not a political person, so I don't particularly like that. When it comes to reading, I read a lot of self-help books. I like that kind of thing. I only discovered them when I was about 30. I found a book called The Magic of Thinking Big. And I picked it up just out of nosiness, really, wanted to see what it was about. And I started to read it, and I got turned on by the thoughts that the way you think affects how you go on in life. I'd not really thought about it till then. Don't get me wrong, I still read novels, I still read all sorts of books, but I do enjoy positive mental attitude books. People say to me, I don't know why you read those books, because you're still miserable half the time. And I go to them, well, you should have seen what I was like before I read them. One of the other things I do is I subscribe to newsletters from writers. And I've developed a list of writers over the time whose books that I've read. And I subscribe to them, and I love the weekly hints and tips, if you like, that you sometimes get from them. I saw one yesterday from author James Clear. Up the top there, I've got a book, his book, Atomic Habits. And I'm going to read this because I thought it was brilliant. And in it, he said about reading stories. And he said, stories of failure resonate more than stories of success. Few people reach the top, but everyone has failed, including those who eventually succeed. And I thought that was really important. But we have to be careful about the things that we put into our body. It's not just about the things that we eat. The diet of the stuff that you take into your life is really important, you know. But the other one, and the one that is probably the most important to me, is the one that my mum and dad drummed into me when I was a kid. And that was, you become like the people you associate with. My mum used to say to me, hang around with criminals and you're going to become a criminal, whether you like it or whether you don't. She used to say that to me all the time. And she's right. It's really odd how things work out and things that happen along the way. I come from a family of self-employed people, and the majority, I would say 95% of the people that I've associated with over my lifetime also are self-employed. We have something in common. We have the same interests, the same things that turn us on, I suppose, if you like. And what I think about it is that the people I talk to, the people I associate with, we all have this same mindset. And it's about moving on. And I think it's particularly important, the people that you associate with. The like-mindedness of people. I've certainly dropped people because of their attitudes and the way that they think. Since I hit my mid-50s, I've been much more selective in people that I want to associate with. I like people who are positive in attitude, but the people you associate with are so important, you know. So I suppose what I'm really trying to say in this video is be careful what you put into your body, be it physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Because at the end of the day, this is your life. You only have one go at it. And I suppose I see it that we should try and aim to have the best life that we can. And in doing that, you need to control what comes in here. The stuff that comes into you, into your body, all are important. I hope that seems to make sense. What do you think? Do you think I'm wrong? If you do, then please let me know. Put a comment down below. If you're enjoying the videos, then give us a thumbs up. And that's day 23 of this video challenge done. Have a look over there. I'll put a video up there to keep me going till tomorrow when I'm back doing it all over again. I'll see you.